Anyways, I don't think Will is going to show up today, although there's always a chance. So now that basically everyone is here, I had 2 stories I wanted to tell. I actually wanted to say one of them earlier because it related to the Switch 2 also, but we got on a tangent. My sister was here last weekend, and I actually could have told this last week, but I forgot. But my sister was here. I forgot to bring the lightning rod up here. No! All right, anyways. My sister was here last week, and I have been going to the gym and trying to eat healthier and all. So the thing that I eat the most right now is, like, carrots. I basically have, like, a carrot, maybe 2 a day. It's essentially become a snack for me. And I was getting a carrot. My sister was in the front room that we have watching television. And then I was about to go back upstairs to my room, which is also my office, and et cetera, et cetera. And as I walked by, I, of course, being an annoying older brother, thought like, oh, this is going to be great. It's, like, not even really funny, but she's going to hate it. So I stop at the door, I knock on it to get her to look at me, and then I take, like, 5 rapid bites out of the carrot. I don't even get to say, what's up, Doc, before she says, shut up, and starts laughing. She just starts, she has a, she's not laughing, she has, like, an annoyed grin on her face, because she knows as soon as she hears the noise of the carrot, and she just says, shut up, just shut up. Of course, I still said, what's up, Doc, but then I walked away.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I appreciate the commitment to the bit.
But that was a good time. Where did I put these lightning rods? I was opening chests and not even actually, like, looking at what was in them. Here we go. So anyways, that happened. But then the other thing is the Switch 2 came out on Thursday, as we all know. My grandmother was she was, like, going to a mall, like, an hour and a half away. We don't have any, like, big shopping centers, like, in our area. So you have to go about at least 45 minutes, and there are places you can go that are further to get, like, different ones and all. She was out of town about an hour and 15 minutes away. I was in the middle of my workout, which my grandfather has started working out as well because he wants to strengthen his back because he's, like, 75. So my grandfather and I, we'd try and go at the same time in the morning to the gym. We went to the gym. My grandfather left before I did because he never stays as long as I do. He doesn't do as much. So he left. I was on my last, like, 2 minutes on the treadmill, and I get a call from my grandmother. I didn't know that my grandmother was, like, out doing anything that day. So I saw I had, like, 2 minutes on the treadmill. I was going, like, pretty fast. I was, like, running. So I just, like, hit end call, because I was like, I'll call her back in, like, 3 minutes. If it's an emergency, she'll call me again. There was a brief moment of panic as I was getting off the treadmill and about to leave and call her back. I was like, oh no, what if my grandfather, like, got home and, like, collapsed or something because he's new to working out? Like, what if he was hurt or something? And that's why she couldn't, like, immediately dial me back. So, a little worried, I, like, called as I was walking out of the gym, like, to my car. What the heck is this lava doing here? And she picked up and I was like, is everything okay? And she was like, oh yeah, everything's fine. I was like, oh, okay, thank goodness. And then I learned that she wasn't even at home, so if my grandfather had, like, fallen and couldn't get up, then there was no one around to help him anyway, which did panic me a little bit. But, then I was like, why'd you call me? And she was like, oh, I was calling you because I was walking by a GameStop, and there were just, like, dozens of people lined up for it. So I thought that something was happening, and I needed to, like, buy whatever they were trying to buy for you. And then
That's fun.
She was like, I walked up to the person and asked the person there, like, what's happening, what is this, etc., and all that. And then I told her, like, well, I really appreciate that and all. I stayed up for, like, 4 hours a month and a half ago pre-ordering it. It came in this morning. But I'm glad that you thought of me when you saw just a bunch of people standing outside of a GameStop.
Makes perfect sense.
I think this is close enough, but I just thought that was really funny. I also have to, probably about at least every other month, I have to explain to her what Twitch, YouTube, and my career are again, by the way. So that gives you an idea about her technological know-how.
Yeah, I get that one.
That makes sense. That's cute, though. I love that.
It's like when I try to explain to people that I teach music for a living. They have no comprehension of what that actually means.
Oh, you're the one who's in the radio.
One of them. In a manner of speaking.
Whose radio were you in last week?
You know, I couldn't tell you. I was on vacation last week.
Oh, okay, got it. Do you have to sign an NDA before you jump inside someone's radio, or is it just like you kind of just do whatever?
Is this your Northern?
Well, it's not like they know.
Oh, you don't see me on the back of it, do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, that's a very fun glitch.
Yeah, it keeps being weird and glitching.
Yeah, just
Yeah, that was weird. I was like,
sometimes
why
it
is there a random Noivern that just dropped out of the sky? Chaos, I didn't know you could make your Noivern attack me while I'm trying to build.
attack you? He was just hanging out.
Hanging out,
Fine,
attacking.
you know what? I'll have, you know what? When he comes back, I'll have Axe out so he can hang out with my little Axe Hugh.
Sick.
He can have a little dragon buddy.
That's nice of you. You can have a friend.
And I'll also take out my Laron as well.
Decidedly not a dragon, but we'll allow it.
Hey, he gets cool! Agron's badass!
No one ever said that Agron wasn't cool. What do you mean gets cool? Leiron is cool.
He is cool. He's a good boy. Well, it's a she.
Sounds like you said
Mara's a
lame
she.
Ron.
Laron!
We were just, we were talking about the general Leiron. It's fine.
No, I thought you said lame Ron.
You're the lamest
Like
Ron
lame.
I know.
No, my name isn't even Ron. We covered this.
I
like,
know, that's how
episode
lame
3.
you are. It's kind of impressive. Hey, Shroom, are you
Please stop
back from
impressing
mining
upon
yet?
me.
Yes, but I am really being careful in getting back because I'm on half a heart and I have 2.5 hunger because I tunneled into an underground lake and nearly drowned.
Uh-oh. do you need bread delivery?
Can someone
Oh,
give
yes.
a friendly fist bump?
Okay, I have to find
I
you.
would
How do
love a
put
bread
it-
delivery.
Can you send me your coordinates in the chat and I will come bring you? Oh wait, I gotta call back Laron. Laron was standing around.
I need to go get cobblestone. I can go take care of him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm at the what I think is the original. No, I'm at my house. Oh my goodness.
Okay, never
Oh,
mind.
you just find your house. There you go.
Wow, he's so good.
Yeah, fine. Alright, I'll send them back out so they can keep chilling.
Bing chilling.
Oh, hey.
Confirmed.
Okay, Axe, I didn't realize you were up here. Alright, you can go chill outside.
Ow, my knees. Oh, hey,
Okay.
a Fione.
What does a Fion look like?
Fione, it's Manaphy, but worse. Fione does not deserve to be registered as a legendary Pokemon.
Who's in the water?
The council
That's a-
does not recognize this decision. Fione can
It's a
be,
great
like, in the
decision.
legendary Pokemon spawn pool, but it does not get to have the rank of legendary.
We
It's
do
pretty
not grant
legendary.
you the rank of legendary.
Exactly. What were you saying,
It's
Ditto?
pretty legendary, to be fair.
Wrong, no, it's not.
Did
Hatches,
did I
hatches
tell you
from
that I
an
got
egg.
a?
Decidedly not legendary.
I went to go see Revenge of the Sith in theaters, and I got a Darth Vader popcorn bucket.
He's
Ooh,
such
cool.
a nerd.
Says you, you're a weeb.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm. Yeah, and
Yeah, I think that Weeb has reached more respectable, to be honest, than nerd.
I disagree.
Well, of course you would. You're a nerd.
Of course you would. You're a weeb.
Well, I'm both, so I think I've got a pretty good understanding of the situation.
Okay, it's a lightning storm, Chaos. You better make sure that's wrong. Lightning rods. Are
I
working.
put them all up. There should be enough. The whole ravine should be protected. I didn't, like, actually count out the distance, but
It's crazy how you summoned a lightning storm as soon as you place all the lightning rods.
I'm very skilled.
They do be saying that about you.
That's not what I wanted.
I'm sorry. I'm worried about the mouse that just died.
Oh, I thought Urban had a squeak toy.
Urban!
Urban!
Jet, you okay over there?
Yeah, I just had the stair placed wrong.
There we go. This'll do for now.
Wow, I can hear so much of that thunder.
You should really turn down weather.
Frightening again.
Do I? Yeah, I did. I no longer want that.
Give.
Alright. Cobbled deep slate.
Yeah, I'm good on it now. I don't need it anymore, but I appreciate it.
Ah, fair enough.
I thought that I might need, like, one more stack, but I don't think we need another lightning tower, at least not right now. Maybe when we expand more, potentially in the future. But I think I put up 6 of them, or 7 of them, and I think it should just cover everything. Someone in chat just told me they recently installed a mosquito net over their window.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
pretty
used to
normal.
that for camping. You do that over a screen?
There are some people.
Oh
who
no,
do,
this person
like,
isn't
use-
American. That's right, Shroom. You guys over like in Europe, you don't just have window screens by default, do you?
No.
That's right. Okay, so this person probably just never had one. Yeah, it's standard in America. It's not standard in Europe.
Just rubbing it in that person's face right now. They were like really excited for this first thing, and you're like, "Yeah, we've had that for generations." Yeah,
It's
screw
literally
you.
not what I said. I was just making a note about cultural references, and then you had to go and make it weird.
And. All right, no further questions, Your Honor.
No, I think I made my point that you were the problem there pretty effectively. I didn't need to continue.
What do I? I'm the problem.
It's me. Hi.
Hi.
He's the
I'm
problem. It's him.
What? Oh yeah.
Who put
I was
this
like
back?
excited we'd be singing the same song, and then I realized, oh wait, no, we're singing about me here.
Dude, seeing a Joltik's like lightning blue eyes from a distance is actually so cool. One more stack. One more stack. I was gonna say something. What was it? I lost my train of thought. Oh, the other thing is like garbage disposals, right? Shroom, Lone Wolf, you guys just like don't have
That is
garbage disposals?
not a thing we have, no.
Yeah, no. That'd be something you'd have to install yourself when you put in your kitchen in.
It's crazy. Just like something that like maybe not every, but the majority of like kids in America are just like, this is just a part of life. And then you talk to someone overseas and they're like, what are you insane? What are you talking about? What do you mean there's a demon who eats the leftover food in your sink?
To be fair, they
Think
can
about,
be
like,
really
how-
problematic.
Like that, they're not really sharp, that garbage disposals. They just go like really fast speeds. It's scary.
Yeah. I mean, definitely like don't put your hand down there or anything.
Yeah, don't put your hand down there. I was watching an episode of Lucifer, and they did that, and I did not want to go anywhere near my kitchen for a week.
Mm-hmm. I remember this one episode of what is it? Because there are random things that they'll just stick with you. I remember an episode of Supernatural where they literally they stuck their arms inside of boiling oil just to get food.
Ugh.
Like it's obviously it's a show and it's fake, but like the
The imagery, it's
I'm
one of
pretty
those
sure that they
things.
do
Yeah.
like I think they do all their own stunts on that one, like Tom Cruise.
No, you don't watch anything that Tom Cruise is in. You can't.
I
talk about
literally just saw Mission Impossible like a week and a half ago.
You don't watch movies. So you're wrong.
I literally just told you that I've started watching movies. Even my grandfather, we just watched the latest Mission Impossible. It was a pretty good film.
Weird that he's lying repeatedly.
No, it's not. I do it all the time. You still play Among Us, nerd.
Fair point. Well made.
What the heck? Oh, I accidentally opened my backpack while I was trying to eat bread, and it freaked me out. Yeah, the person who was talking about the mosquito net just put in chat garbage disposals question mark.
Mm.
In America,
Don't tell them about coffee.
in America, we have a machine.
They have
basically,
coffee over there, don't they?
Yes, they have coffee. Of course, they have coffee. Are you insane?
No,
But-
second
How do you think I
they don't really have
function?
Fair enough, Lomo, fair enough.
Yeah, he can't drink tea. It's all he's got left.
That's
But anyways,
Wait,
garbage
really?
disposals. I don't know. Yeah, he doesn't like tea. Garbage
Hey, Axel.
disposals are Come back here, Noivern. They're like machines. I don't know the intricate workings of them because they just exist when you're an American. But they're in your sink, and you basically turn it on by flipping a switch next to your sink, and it makes a sharp object just spin very, very, very rapidly in the like inside the sink to like tear up food and get it to go down the drain that wouldn't otherwise.
Yep.
There's your very bad description of it from someone who has just lived with one his entire life and knows literally nothing about how they function.
Yeah, the
We
biggest
pretty much
problem
got
they
the
can
gist of
have. Yeah, I mean that is basically the gist of it. The problem though is that they're not the best. They can cause a lot of problems.
Listen, mine works, and that's all I need to know.
Yeah, just don't throw a whole chicken down one.
Okay, well, yeah, obviously don't be stupid.
They're
Yeah,
also
that's
extremely
the
prone-
tall order.
to
Well, I mean, that's not the fault
That's
of like
why-
that's not the fault of a garbage disposal. That's like, you know, anything can be
But
a
that's why
problem
they're
if you use it wrong.
That's why a lot of places have to not allow them anymore, just because people are stupid and they throw things they shouldn't down the garbage disposal.
Well, you know, that's their problem.
It does definitively sound like a problem for them.
I know, right? Oh, another Phineas and Ferb thing that isn't like an actual spoiler about any of the episodes. The theme song is the same, but they just say another 104 days, which
It bothers me so much,
adore.
actually.
It bothers
Like,
you. I love it. It's again perfect.
It's slightly offbeat. And it's just what throws me
No,
off.
I don't think it's offbeat. I think that they cover it well. I think that you just watched way too much Phineas and Ferb, and so you have it like super memorized.
How dare you? Fair, but how dare you?
I think it's great.
He's out of line, but he isn't wrong.
Toxic, but a little bit based.
Yeah,
okay?
kind of toxic of you, a little bit based.
Well, partly because I desire one, and partly to spite Lone Wolf for being a false Brit, I'm gonna take a quick break and go make a cup of tea.
Don't get
That's
lost.
so fair.
Also, I
We've
need
already been over
all
this.
my
Lone Wolf
strength
is
up.
Canadian. We don't gotta worry. Like,
Ah, you know
Oh, he
what?
is?
That is true.
Oh, sorry for him.
To quote his people, sorry. Right, I'll be back in a few.
that poor bird that just died in the distance.
Yeah, probably had it coming.
He had it coming. He had his son. He had himself to blame.
Does anybody in chat even know what that's from?
Do you know how old even are you?
Yes.
Older than you would believe.
I mean, you have to be younger than me, Lone Wolf, and Shroom, surely. Isn't Will
We'll
the
do the
older
math.
brother, or are you the older brother?
No.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, my bad. You know what? As soon as
I
I
know that.
said it, I was like, nah, Will was definitely like a spoiled middle child.
Not spoiled, but definitely middle child.
Well, even if the middle child isn't spoiled, they, you know, still have that middle child vibe, you know? I say as someone who
Correct.
only has a younger sister. My dad definitely spoiled my sister. My sister has like very little wherewithal when it like comes to money.
Oh god, that's
Because
I have a little
my
sister
dad
like that
would
as well.
just purchase things for her, which is something like my dad had bought me some stuff too, but he didn't just like my sister would just be like, I want thing, and then he would just give her money for it. Meanwhile, my dad when I turned 16 said, you need a job, and then talked to one of his friends to get me an interview to work at the local ballpark.
I mean,
Well,
a ballpark gig is not the worst thing in the world.
No,
Yeah,
it
it's
was a good
usually
job.
a
I
standard
enjoyed it.
starting
I'm glad.
job.
I'm glad that my dad did. I prefer the way my dad raised me to how he raised my sister, to be honest. There was also
Quite fair.
almost assuredly some, like, you know, son-daughter nonsense mixed in there. With me being a son and my sister being a daughter, obviously.
Oh, don't worry. No, that's just a typical oldest thing.
Well,
Because my dad,
you
when
sure
I
about
the
that?
moment I turned 16, my dad was like, "You need a job," and I went and got one.
hello, Conan.
And then my little brother did not. So it is an oldest
Yeah,
thing.
but your
Not-
little brother is the youngest of 3, though. There's like a whole other layer of dynamic there. He's the baby of your family, right? Like it goes even beyond like you having a younger sister, I would think.
Yeah, I don't remember if they told my sister she had to get a job as much. I know she did, but I think that was just because she wanted money.
My mom had did photography, and my sister had to work with her on that a lot, but they never made my sister get a job. They did make my sister and I, well, I say make, I went to college willingly. They made my sister go to college.
There you go.
Do-do-do. But anyways, yeah, my sister would just ask for stuff, and then unless it was like beyond unreasonable, my dad would just like give her a card to pay for it.
That
Granted,
sounds
there
like
was
it's
also
a lot
probably
easier than
there was-
buying.
Yeah, easier than working. There was also, again, probably a bit of like, I've always been more money conscious, so I just wouldn't ask my family for money usually. I remember one time and again, I had definitely, I said had, I still do. I have like a well-off family. My dad, like when he got a new car, he just gave me his old one. So like, you know, I got like a used car, but a car nonetheless, like when I was 17.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh, where's I going with this? Oh, the one time that I like straight up, like occasionally I would ask for something, usually like when a birthday or something came around, and they would get it for me. But the one time that I like wanted to get something is when I wanted to get a gaming laptop when I was first getting into YouTube and all. And I didn't even like ask my parents to try and pay for it or anything. What I ended up doing is I had the money for it from my job and all, except I didn't have enough to get like a strong laptop. So I asked my grandfather to oh, no, I didn't ask him. I think my grandfather just offered, and then I said yes. But because I was telling him what I was doing and why I was saving up money for it, and then my grandfather was just like, however much you have, I'll match it, and then you just pay me back. So I had
That's
like,
what folks did for my car.
yeah, I had like $800 or something for a PC, and then my grandfather just gave me $800, and then I paid him back over the course of like a year and a half or something.
That's solid.
Yeah. And then when my dad like knew that all that was happening, he was asking me about how it worked and all, and like if I needed anything else, and I was super new to everything, and I was like, well, I need fraps to like record, so I'm gonna have to like buy, it's like a $40 program I have to buy, and then he just bought fraps
Oh my god, I
for me.
forgot about fraps.
I know, right? So when
Oh,
I
yeah.
told
That was such a
my
long
dad
time
what I
ago.
was doing, like after I got the computer, what else I needed, I'd already bought a headset and then with like a mic on it, and then I was like, oh, I gotta buy like a $40 like recording program to be able to record video games, and then he just bought fraps for me, which was really funny. Was college worth it? I hear a lot of horror stories about student debt in America. I personally do not think that in today's climate, college is worth it in general. I think you're better off going to stuff like trade schools and whatnot, to be real with you, or trying to get like apprenticeships. That being said, I don't think that college is bad for you. I just think that there are better options. I'm very lucky, and it's again because of my dad. My dad worked at the college that I attended, and he specifically got that job so that my sister and I would not have college debt, and I even got a scholarship, so I was actually paid to go to college between my dad's position and my scholarship. My sister had to pay, but she did not have any kind of student debt. She was just able to afford it. So that's my college experience and opinion. Would anyone else like to chime in?
Yeah, I'll chime in. I'll say I think it's good. I think it really depends on what you go in to study. Because when I was planning on going to college, I had a lot of arguments with my parents because I was very into writing, and I was debating writing and teaching as potential degrees. And my parents were like, my dad actually sat me down, took me on a car ride, and he talked to me, and he's like, these are all good things. He's like, I understand that you're passionate about these things, but like, you gotta have something that's gonna put bread on your table. So, and ultimately, he was right. Engineering has allowed me to be very comfortable. I haven't had to worry about a lot. I can't get everything I want yet because I still have a ways to go for finding the right niche and the right job and the right work balance. But I've never had to worry about finding something because my career has a lot of options, and I specifically chose it as such. And I also made a lot of connections at my college that allowed me to have a lot of friends that I still have that helped me get through a lot of the trials of life, and they also helped me get some opportunities as well. So overall, my stance is do it with intention, I guess, is the best way to go about it. Don't just do it because. Do it with like you're like, okay, this degree path has options and stuff. And even if like you're an artsy person, like Harrison Ford was a carpenter before he got his gig with Star Wars. So always have something.
Was a carpenter? That's insane.
Yeah, he was. That's how we met why am I forgetting
George
the
Lucas?
name of the guy? George Lucas. Yeah, I think he was working on George Lucas's house or something, and that was how he was able to
I
network
cannot
for the
believe
role.
that George Lucas hired a carpenter, saw like Harrison Ford's face, and was like, "Yeah, that can sell tickets to like teenage girls." And got him
I
on
don't remember
Star
the
Wars.
exact context, but I think that was like how they first made like the connection or something.
I
This
believe
is
it.
a
That's very
second. This
funny.
is like, but yeah, he definitely was like a carpenter first, and it's something as well I've heard from other well-known people in the industry.
Ditto, where'd you go? Ditto, I saw you at your house and
That-
you're gone now. Where'd you go?
Your best option is just
I'm
to make sure
Very
you
underground.
have options, or your best option is to make sure you have options. Just pick something with intention, and also do not go looking for the college experience. That is the thing that is bullcrap, and it is the most surefire way for you to rack up way too much debt. Like, if you can go to a college that is local, that you don't have to live at the dorms, you will cut down your costs dramatically.
Oh yeah, I also commuted. Commuting goated.
Commuting is definitely it will make some activities harder. Like, I was on the cross country team, and so I had to get up at 3:30 in the morning to go in with my dad because he worked in the city.
I never had to do something like that, but I definitely I did not experience college life like at all. I went to my college, I took my classes, and then I came back home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I lucked out in that when my sophomore year, I found a sorority that I really liked. They had a chapter room, and so as a result, I was able to have like a place to store all my stuff easily, and I had a place to kind of rest while I was at the college, which made it a lot easier since I was getting there stupid early for cross-country practice.
I had, because my dad worked at the college, he was a little off campus, but in the same town, obviously, so I would just go to him for my first 2 years, I think, because then his office ended up moving. I would end up going to his office during my downtime if I had, like, an hour gap or something in classes or what have you.
Yeah, that's what I did. My freshman year I had a good cross-country coach my freshman year, and he didn't have practices was like at 6:45 at that time. So what I would do is I would just go down with my dad, and he would just have me rest in his office. Like, so I would like take like a hour-long nap or so, and then like when it was time to go, so that way I would be at practice on time. I just hop on the L and just head to my school, and it worked out for a time. But then one of his coworkers surprised me, and I stopped doing that.
Fair, and yeah, that makes a lot of sense there.
I gotta say, incredibly based of your dad, I wish that my dad had told me something akin to that when I was studying psychology, because I have a degree in psychology, and there is very little I can do with it other than try to go get a master's.
Yeah.
Which I
Something you
do
need
not
help with?
want to do. I would.
Yeah,
if I ever cannot do what I'm doing right now, I am most likely going to get into, if I have to like get some kind of other lag. Server loss. Did that happen to everyone or just me?
Server crash.
Remember when you disabled the moons?
Yeah, I remember.
We just got a wild moon and everything
When I
died.
tried to. I remember when I tried to, and it
Yeah.
didn't work. Let me look at the hosting thing. But anyways,
Wild
I
moon
wish
killed
that.
the server.
The server's just full on restarting. Just give it a second. It auto did it. But anyways, I wish that I had gotten a degree in like anything other than psychology, because if I ever stop doing what I'm doing right now, which will only happen if it ever becomes unprofitable for me, well, not profitable enough for me, I mean, I will most likely get into some kind of career that does not involve my degree.
Mm-hmm.
So I would, definitely only go to college if you're going to do it for something practical, like Jet did, and like her dad told her to, is my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I got a degree in English literature. That at no stage in any universe is that going to help me in any way, shape, or form.
Servers back up.
Well, and there are also instances like my.
It died again? It died again immediately?
Where
Died
it
again?
did immediately die again.
The
It
moon is
disconnected
killing
me.
it.
Did you guys get in?
No, it's
No.
gonna keep dying. I think you have to set it today. This wild moon's gonna kill it.
That's very interesting,
It
because we
happened
had this moon before and it didn't do this.
I think
Well,
that was
I don't
before
think
maybe
we-
you made that setting change, maybe?
Exactly what I was about to say.
Maybe.
I don't think we've had this moon since then.
What is the command for the time of day? Is it time set?
Slash. You can do slash time. I would do add. And is it 6,000? Is that enough time?
10,000.
I think so.
Should be enough time.
10,000. Yeah, that'll be.
As long as
fine.
it doesn't cycle the day back to night, it should be fine.
Correct.
Mhm.
Set the time to 22979.
I'm opening it. Nope,
Let me know when it's
disconnected
good to jump back in.
again. I tried. It died.
Maybe just let moons happen again? I don't know if we can fix that on the fly.
Can you change that setting on the fly?
I would have to find it.
It's up to you. Sounds like moon might be killing.
I want to do /time set. What's the middle of the day in Minecraft? Someone look it up for me.
noon. You can say noon. Noon.
Just say noon.
Yeah,
Yep.
you should be able to.
I don't think it's not gonna let me put in any commands while the server's down though. Gotta try and start it again first.
I believe.
Time set noon.
The biggest question would be, is it still going to need more time because it still has to, like, register the moon ending, is the question. We'll see.